Are we living in an age where we finally have a version of Namaari that isn't just playable, but super good? Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another video. I'm TheXploder, and yes, I am convinced that the brand new Steel Namaari that we have gotten in Reign of Jafar is the best version of that character we have had in the game thus far. Don't get me wrong, there have been versions of Namaari I have still enjoyed. I want to say the Ruby one, where she deals damage back to something when she's damaged herself. I believe that's Protect. I'll have a copy of her up on screen so we can talk about it. I believe that version of the card was really funky, but never really saw a lot of play, mostly because I think she was a little bit too gimmicky for her own good. But this one, really nice. I'm going to spend an entire video talking about her, and if you've clicked this video, I guess you want to as well. So let's dive in. And we are here. We are talking about this Namaari specifically. The 5-cost inkable 0/5 for 2 Namaari Single-Minded Rival. She has 2 effects. First, Strategic Edge. When you play this character and at the start of your turn, you may draw a card and then choose and discard a card. The second, Extreme Focus. This character gets +1 attack for each card in your discard. So, effectively, every single turn, as long as you have Namaari out, including the turn that you play her, she acts as a 1-drop Mulan, allowing you to draw a card and discard a card, feeding herself in the process as late as turn 5. It could even come out earlier if you're doing a little bit of cheeky rem. And some of you may think, okay, having a big beat stick on the board is a factor, I guess, but what's so important about having a big beat stick? Don't you understand what you've just said there? Having a big beat stick on the board is an immediate turn off for a lot of people. If you have a really big Namaari that's being fed by your discard, even at max if you only have 4 cards in there, 4 cards in there means that she can't be directly targeted by anything from Sisu's or Brawl or Medusa, because you do not have the attack requirement necessary to be banished in that way. On top of that, you're going to be feeling 50-50 about playing cards like your big locations, if Namaari is anywhere big at all. This includes the likes of Mukduck Manor, because if Namaari has enough attack on her alone, she'll be able to bop anything into oblivion. And this is also bearing in mind that Namaari is a 5-cost inkable card that, regardless of everything I just said, still is able to quest for 2. And are you going to sacrifice anywhere between 1 to 2 characters bopping into Namaari when she is huge stat-wise and you just want to get a quest for 2 off your board where there could be other threats on the opposing board that you have to deal with? That leaves you having to answer that question. And, you know, that could be the difference between you winning and losing the game. It's as simple as that. I might be overhyping this Namaari, but I love her a lot. But let me go over some quirky deck tech options that I would recommend if you want to try out Namaari yourself. There's a reason why Amber Steel Diggy Hole is now becoming the hamster ball of the Lorcana world. And it is because of Rhino, the power hamster. If you don't know, he's a 4-cost inkable 4/3/2, shift 2 on a previous Rhino, and while this character has no damage, he gains resist +2. It's not necessarily Rhino why I'm thinking of adding Namaari into the deck. It's the deck that Rhino is in entirely that makes me interested in putting Namaari into the deck. Do you run Namaari at 4? Probably not. At max, you probably run her at maybe 3, possibly even 2 in this deck at max if you need her. But if you have something like Rhino out on your board, the quest for 2 has resist 2 as long as he has 0 damage on him, and then the turn afterwards you play Namaari, that could just be a really big beat stick, ready to go, ready to charge up, refueling the hand to make sure that you have the exact things you need to keep Rhino going for 2 non-stop, then oh my god, the engine will just never ever stop, and this hamster will be balling all the way to 20 lore. Combining Namaari with Chernobog sounds mad. And you'd be right, it's a fantastic idea. Combine it with Chernobog, get a bunch of cards into your discard and get Chernobog out for free. Awesome. There is a giant caveat though of doing this effect. When you do, the characters that you have in your discard to help you make Chernobog cheaper will be shuffled back into the deck, meaning that Namaari's attack values will go from anywhere high to anywhere buy. So if you're happy with that, and if you're absolutely fine with Namaari going back to low attack values, if it means you can get out a 9/9 stick of free questing glory, then go for it. I still think there's a deck out there that could benefit from this. It's way too quirky of a combo for me personally. I don't like the gel too much, but there's someone out there that will like the gel, and I just wanted to point it out. Plus, Chernobog's going out as a set rotation. I think he needs a little bit more love. We talked about her earlier, we're talking about her now. It's Mulan, Disguised Soldier, and any cards that share the same effect as Namaari herself, which is the ability to draw a card and discard a card. Now, the two 1-drops you're going to be looking at are this Mulan and the 1-drop Simba. As much as I like the 1-drop Simba, I personally think the Mulan is better, just because her stat block is flipped the other way around, and 9 out of 10 times, at least when I've been playing with her, I've preferred having 2 attack, because 2 attack is able to bop harder than having 1 attack and having to build up that 1 attack, or just simply wait for Simba to get bopped, or hope that I can maybe shift Simba if I'm running shiftable Simbas in the deck at all. There is also the Tinkerbell that allows you to draw and discard a card as an exert effect, but I don't quite like her that much. I think she's in too much of a valuable spot in the deck to warrant doing it. Not to say you can't do it, there's definitely a deck here that's going to love the idea of constantly drawing and discarding, but you want to micromanage that. You don't want to be able to do it all the time, you want to do it at the right times so that it benefits you to the max. A quirky idea that I had, but what if you combine Namaari in an Amethyst deck, and in order to fuel Namaari that little bit more and keep your card draw engine going, combine her with the likes of the library. Move a bunch of your early game characters in here, and this could be the likes of your Chernobogs, your 1-drop Brooms, basically anything that you have. Fuel up your discard pile with letting your characters be banished via effects, via challenges, you name it. Fill it all up, bring Namaari out, turn Namaari into a huge beatstick, and this library has just energized her. And at the same time, you are going to be running a location that is seen to by most as one of the best locations in the game. And you're going to be drawing a bunch of cards while you're at it before you even bring out Namaari to draw and discard cards. It could help. There's a deck list that will love it. Go ahead and try it out. But to end this video, I've got one last quirky tech that I think could be a real boon. Or dare I say, a huge risk. It is the 4-cost uninkable Tiana Celebrating Princess. A 1/4 for 2 with resist 2, and while this character is exerted and you have no cards in your hand, opponents can't play actions. If you're going to be drawing a card and discarding a card, you might as well get rid of all of your cards when you're able to, so that when you have Tiana and Namaari out on board, Namaari will be able to draw a card, go, gone, and as soon as that goes, not just have you fueled up Namaari, but as long as you don't have any other cards in your hand, Tiana then activates and effectively goes, well, you want to play songs, you want to play actions, no, I'm just going to quest for 2, quest for another 2 with Namaari, keep doing that for full game shutdown. This is bearing in mind, this Tiana is not very good. This Tiana is obviously not very good. I am not a huge recommender for this deck if you are going to bring it to core constructed levels, but if you want to make something quirky, casual, fun with your mates, fun with your family, and even if you want to have fun at a locals, try it out with Tiana. And if you do, let me know down in the comments so I can preach to you, shout you out in a future video, and genuinely say 2 claps. And there we go, that is my video on Namaari and why I personally think she's a fantastic card and some quirky tech that you can potentially add to her to make some really interesting decks and plays in the future. If you play with Namaari yourself, or if you personally think that Namaari is overhyped and a complete waste of time, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit me up in the description on my other social websites so that you can join me for some more quirky Lorcana action. On top of all of that, you can also hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and share this video with your other Lorcana buddies so we can all stay in the loop, all stay having fun, and all keep putting more and more Namaaris into our deck. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of that, and I'll be seeing you on the next Lorcana video. Until then, stay safe, stay awesome, but most importantly, stay explosive. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Now, if Namaari is such a good card, what other good cards should we talk about here on the YouTube channel? If you have any recommendations of cards that deserve their own individual highlight, let me know. Doesn't matter whether they're good, they're bad, or they're awkward to deal with. I want to give them a shout out. Plus, I also get to shout out you at the same time. So let me know.